Hello there, this is the introductory video for Module 7 of the course. So in Module 7, we're going to cover Chapter 5 of the book. Chapter 5 of the book is a short chapter. It's only 2 sections long, but it's a very important section. So far what we've done in the course is we've learned how to build sampling distributions, confidence intervals, and compute hypothesis tests. The whole reason we're doing this is we want to learn about some population, but we only have sample data. But in order to do all of these so far, we've relied on StatKey to create these simulations for us and to do everything through simulations. Typically, when you take a stats course, you learn a bunch of formulas to do these things, and we're going to do that eventually in Chapter 6. But before we do that in Chapter 5, we need to learn about what's called a normal distribution and some of the properties it has. By learning those properties are going to motivate the formulas that you learn in Chapter 6. So that's why we cover the material in Chapter 5. So what you notice is every time you made either a sampling distribution, a bootstrap distribution, or a randomization distribution, all of those distributions had very similar shapes. They were bell-shaped, and they had particular centers, and then standard deviations, which were equal to the standard error. Well, all of those, since they have the same shape, they have a shape that is approximately what we call normal. So if we can learn the properties of the normal shape, that's how we're going to eventually get the formulas in Chapter 6. And so basically what we're doing is we're saying, hey, we know that these distributions have this particular shape, this particular pattern. Why don't we exploit that pattern? See if we know something about it and we can use that to further on do other things. And so that's the purpose of Chapter 5. You're going to learn things about what a normal density is, how to find the area under that density, just some of its properties. There's going to be some new notation. So just keep all of that in mind, as you go along. That's why we're doing Chapter 5, is so that we can learn to create sampling distributions, confidence intervals, and hypothesis tests without relying on StatKey to do simulations for us. We're going to be able to do all those things in Chapter 6 using formulas. So as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. That's what I'm here for, and I will talk to you tomorrow.